Now they would be turning steam locomotives, so they outgrew it because they were building longer and heavier trains. As I feel the liquid sunshine starting to come down, I'm going to be a little quick today, so listen quickly, I'm going to talk quick. So they moved it down to Cedartown. Now, we're going to be turning a 120-ton locomotive on our table. During the weekend, we turned Southern 4501. That's that steam engine that we passed on the way in. Now, that locomotive and tender weighed 215 tons. Our table's 80 foot long, weighed 80 tons. So on the weekends, we're turning almost 300 tons. This afternoon, we're going to turn 200 tons. Now, as we bring on 710 onto the table, you're going to notice that end of the table is going to drop down. As he idles across the table, there's a 6 foot diameter bearing here in the center. When he reaches that balance point, this end's going to drop. So our engineer knows at that point, he says, when this end drops, I stop, because it's balanced, ready to go. Now, remember, in the early days, this was also known as an Armstrong table. Armstrong table. Once the locomotive and tender were balanced on the table, 6 to 8 men would come out and turn it by hand. Now, when we installed this table in 1982, it's our first day of operation, is July 4th. We electrified it. We added a 25 horsepower motor. So we went from 6 to 8 men down to using one finger to push the button to activate that 25 horse motor. Nashville, Chattanooga, and St. Louis Railway number 710. It's our oldest functioning or operational diesel-electric locomotive in our roster. It's a GP7 made by General Motors, general purpose. Behind the cab of the engineer, that long hood, originally was a 15 horsepower diesel engine, 16 cylinder. Now, this locomotive, merging through the years, it was merged with the Louisville and Nashville. And it was in a head-on collision during its tenure there. So they put it up for sale for scrap. Amtrak purchased it, rebuilt it, upgraded that diesel engine by 250 horsepower, making it by 750, raising it to a GP power classification. Now, Amtrak is going to be using it up in the Northeast Corridor, running maintenance trains. They put it up for sale, so we purchased it. We brought it here to Chattanooga, and we went through it mechanically, electrically, and restored it to the original livery. Livery, British railroad term for paint design or paint scheme. So this locomotive actually started out looking like this in 1950. It got a gray paint livery with L&M, gray with a yellow nose. Then it received an orange Amtrak, and then we got it and we put it back to original livery. That's what we do here at TVRM. We restore railroad equipment as well as use it. Now, our trainman Justin is going to line us up on track 2, and then our engineer Zach is going to take it, locomotive down past our train. He's going to take it down past our train. He's going to go through a switch, and then he's going to back up onto the other end. And then we'll be ready to go back to Grand Junction. In the meantime, we're going to go over to this
table's not probably lined up yet. I can still feel breaks in it.
A little bit about how we restore our equipment.
Or maybe they're not worried about it.
We're going to cross over 8 tracks. Please watch your step. Please stay on the marked walkways. Restroom facility is after the second set of tracks on the right. And please do not climb on any equipment.